Please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and please press the bell icon so that you get to know when my latest video has come. And to learn more and to find a video relevant to you, please do check out my videos list. Hello, Namaskar and Adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan. Once more with you from your very own channel, Astro Assurance. We are worried about how the planets perform in the horoscope, and we also looking at strengths of the planets, their placements, which nakshatras they are, and also looking at when their dasha will be coming, are they placed in the Raj Yoga, and so on. And we get very excited when a planet is exalted in the horoscope, and we look at the results of the planet, and we also look forward to the dasha and antardasha of the planet, because we assume that the dasha and antardasha of the planet will give us very good results. However, we do tend to worry also if a planet gets to be seen as debilitated in the horoscope, and so we are a little careful about the dasha and antardasha of a planet which is debilitated, and we assume that we may not get great results from a debilitated planet. However, sometimes we face the contrary, whereas a planet which is an exalted planet may not give us those kind of results, whereas a debilitated planet may also not really put us into a spot of bother or bring out downfall. So how is it and why is it that sometimes seemingly very strong planets, exalted planets, which are supposed to give great results, according to the Shastras and Slokas also, exalted planet gives you great results, it should make you king, it's a strong, king-making placement for you, yet they don't seem to give us those results. And sometimes a debilitated planet, which should put us in the throes of sorrows and issues and challenges, yet it does not do it. So, while I have made a video on exalted and debilitated planets earlier on as well, today I am adding an element to it which is often missed, but we should actually be the first thing that you look at exalted or debilitated planet. So today's video is more about how to see whether a planet is giving us exalted results or not when it seems to be in an exalted position in the horoscope, and why is it that if a planet is exalted in a horoscope, it may not be giving us those results, and what to do so that the exalted planet begins to showcase better results for us. So firstly, what is an exalted planet? An exalted planet, as the shlokas say, is a boon to you, is a wish granted to you, if I can use the words, where it is giving you an opportunity to truly excel in a certain area of your life. It is giving us an opportunity to excel in the sign, in the house, and in the mannerism of the characteristics of the planet, personality of the planet, and the areas of the life of which the planet is a karaka of. So, sun is exalted, certain areas of our life should be highlighted. For example, personality should be really radiant. We should be very leadership oriented. Leadership positions should come to us. Leadership responsibility should come easy to us. Accountability should be given to us. We should be somebody who really carries ourselves with a lot of pride, self-respect, and so on. But does it always happen that an exalted sun gives you that? Because sometimes it so happens that an exalted sun is taken for granted, which means we assume that sun is exalted in my horoscope, so it should give me those leadership positions, it should give me positions of high authority, power, and I should give a lot of respect, prestige in life. And then we're looking forward to sun to manifest those results. And then, to our dismay, to our surprise, sometimes it does not happen. Leadership positions are not given on a platter to us. The reason being is that an exalted planet is like gold hidden under the soil. You need to be able to have the wherewithal to extract the gold from the soil and use it to our advantage. Whereas a debilitated planet is like, a small grain of, debris in the kidney. It's like a kidney stone. So if it's lodged in a very sensitive area of the kidney, it will trouble you more. Sometimes if it is not lodged in a very sensitive area of the kidney and in a less sensitive area, then it will not trouble us so much. So both the exalted planets and the debilitated planet, the placement is also important, and how you manifest it's important. So if it's gold under the soil, you know there is gold in a land which you have, but you don't know exactly where it is, and you have like acres and acres of land. how will you find the gold? So you will have to put in effort and you have to use your brain to be able to extract the gold. Same thing with exalted planets. Firstly, where does Sun get exalted in? Sun gets exalted in the sign of Aries. Now if you don't behave with the characteristics of Aries, exaltation of Sun will not mean much, and exaltation happens at a specific degree. And the specific degree, why is specific degree given to us? For example, Sun gets exalted at the 10th degree in the sign of Aries in the nakshatra of Ashwini. A specific degree is given to us because the zodiac assumes that all of us or most of us will not do what is needed to truly be able to manifest the exaltation of a planet well. And so they give us a specific degree. One, the number is very, very important. I have also mentioned in some other videos why exaltation happens at a specific degree and what it means, the deeper manifestation of that. And from the zodiac's perspective, the zodiac knows that you are not going to put in enough effort to find the gold from the soil, to put in the effort to extract the gold. So it tells you only if you are at a specific degree, the Sun is at a specific degree, at the 10th degree in Ashwini, then only the planet is exalted. Otherwise it is not exalted. Because the zodiac doesn't expect that at any other degree also you may be putting in that kind of an effort. So it's not easy to manifest the results of exaltation. You need to work hard. But even if the planet is not exactly at 10 degrees in Aries, Sun is not exactly at 10 degrees, within 2 or 3 degrees here and there also you can get better results. You will not get exactly exalted results, but you may still get good results. However, firstly, even if Sun is at the exact 10th degree in the sign of Aries in the nakshatra of Ashwini, you may not get the desired results of the Sun if you are not true to what the Sun represents, the characteristic of the Sun, which means you need to be somebody who was ready to take responsibility. Responsibility and authority and power will not just be given to you. You need to act as a responsible. You are in a responsible position, and whatever position you are in, you will have to start to act responsibly. If you are just a security guard, but you are a good security guard, you act with responsibility. You keep your eyes open. You don't sleep. If you have a night duty, you don't sleep on the time. You are courteous to people. You are helpful to people. You are caring to the people in the building or in the society, then people will sit up and take notice, and then people will praise you, and then the company which employs you may make you the supervisor of the security guards, for example. So, and then you can add definitely qualifications further to be able to enhance yourself. However, the mindset you need to have if you have an exalted Sun is to first take responsibility without even getting the designation. Even if the role is not given to you, yet you're not trying to get authority, but you're taking a responsibility, which means that you are saying that, okay, even if I'm not the, given that authority in the company, I will behave as if I'm the CEO or the MD of the company, not with arrogance, trying to help people, to try to really, reach out to the other departments. If you are a government servant, you'll be true to the duty. You will not take bribes. You will go on time. You will come back on time. You will be really punctual. You will carry yourself with responsibility, and you will take accountability. And you will take accountability for all your actions, good or bad. You will take responsibility for that. You will take accountability. Then you are taking the first step towards manifesting the exaltation of the Sun. The second is, Sun gets exalted at 10th degree in the nakshatra of Ashwini, which is the planet which rules the Ashwini nakshatra. It is Ketu. So second thing you need to do to truly have exaltation of the Sun work, if it is within 2 to 3 degrees of the 10th degree, for example, it is between 7 to 10 degrees, or say between 7 to 13 or 14 degrees, then you're still closer. You can still manifest at least good results, if not excellent results, unless Sun is exactly at 10 degrees. Then if you truly are responsible, you are accountable, and you play the characteristic which Ketu expects you to, which means you need to keep both Ketu happy and you need to strengthen Ketu with your manifestation. Then Ketu supports the exaltation. Why? Because Sun will get exalted in the nakshatra of Ashwini ruled by Ketu. So without keeping Ketu strong, without keeping Ketu happy, Sun's exaltation will not mean anything. So you will be very, very responsible, you will be very, very accountable, but you are not playing the role that Ketu expects. Sun's exaltation will not work for you. What is Ketu's manifestation? meaning, personality of Ketu, it is that it is the dhwaja, it is the flag, which in your earlier lives you have already planted the flag. That means you have been there, done that. You have achieved all the areas of life wherever Ketu is placed in your horoscope. And Ketu means that this life is dedicated to doing for others. So wherever Ketu is placed, you need to give all the areas of that particular sign and of that particular house for others. You need to live that area of life for others. You need to give more. If Ketu is placed in the second house of earnings and savings, then you need to use your savings and your earnings for help to others rather than on yourself. Keep a certain basic amount of money surely for yourself, for your comforts, but majority of the money is to help others, which is, if it's the second house, it is family first. Give more to family, spend on family, keep the savings for family, and do for others, so that you nurture others to be family people also, where they are able to take care of their families also. So dedicating a lot of your money, or most of your money, after keeping some for yourself, to the family, to your dependents, and then to all others, whoever you are, you can take responsibility for, because Sun and Ketu, whoever you can take responsibility and accountability for, giving of all your resources after keeping some basics for yourself, is the true manifestation and true meaning of Sun's exaltation. If you're not doing that, then Sun's exaltation is really a waste of effort for you. So to both play the characteristics of the planet and the sign that it is placed in. Because it is in Aries, Aries is about a purpose of life. It's about an approach. That means you need to fight for the right, fight for what is the soul's manifestation, because Sun is the soul. And so the soul wants you to work for others, to uplift others, and to help others with responsibility, with accountability. So have a purpose of life where you dedicate a large amount of your life on the main purpose of your life for others, as a leader, taking accountability, taking responsibility. And whatever responsibility is given to you, you will do more for others, you will fight for others, you will stand up for others as a leader. You will take accountability for your actions. Only then, Sun's characteristics, Mars or Aries characteristics, Ketu's characteristics, you're playing out all three, then you will truly have an exalted Sun. So if you have Sun within 2 or 3 degrees of 10th degree, that means between 7 degree and say 13 degrees in the sign of Aries, then even if it's not exactly at 10th degree, yet you can extract more results of the Sun, exaltation results of the Sun, by playing the role of the Sun to the hills, play it to its natural ability, playing the role of Sun in Aries, and play the role of Sun in Aries, manifesting in the nakshatra of Ashwini ruled by Ketu. So this is just about the Sun. Same thing about whichever planet you're talking about. If you're talking about exaltation of Jupiter, which gets exalted in the 5th degree in the sign of Cancer, and in the nakshatra of Pushya ruled by Saturn, which means you need to play the characteristics of Jupiter, which is being large-hearted, being wise in your decisions, always looking at the larger picture, the bigger picture, not being manipulative, but being caring, reaching out to people to provide your wisdom, your knowledge, sharing your wisdom, always playing a consultative role, always be looking out to reach out to people in a consultative, in a advice giving, and the learning role, which means first learn yourself and then share your learning, whatever you have, with others. Have a large heart, take care of others. Just like Jupiter is the Jiva, you also carry yourself as a Jiva, as a caretaker, or being a caring person in your life. And at the 5th degree in the sign of Cancer, Cancer is a nurturer. Cancer is, the meaning of the sign of Cancer is to support others, to take care of others. So be large-hearted, be wise, use your learning, use your wisdom to take care of others, to nurture others, to support others. In which nakshatra? In the nakshatra of Pushya, ruled by Saturn, in a dedicated manner, in a disciplined manner, in a structured manner, which means you need to be patient and persevering. That means for long periods of time you need to be stable as a caretaker, as a nurturer, as a giver, and as somebody who's willing to share your learning and use your high experiences to uplift other people. Unless you do that, Jupiter's manifestation will not come true. Jupiter's exaltation will not be helpful. So if Jupiter is at 5 degrees in Cancer, then Jupiter will obviously give you excellent results if you are all that which Jupiter stands for, which Cancer sign stands for, and what Saturn stands for. But even if you are not exactly at 5 degrees, Jupiter is not exactly at 5 degrees in the sign of Cancer, but say it is between 2 degrees and 8 degrees in the sign of Cancer, yet you can push your Jupiter to give you exaltation results by playing the role that Jupiter expects from you at an exaltation sign level in the sign of Cancer, and being true to the nature of Saturn. So keep Saturn happy, keep Saturn strong by taking care of the people who are below, right below the ranks. Saturn stands for the people who work for you, who work below you. So unless you take care of those people, you nurture those people, because Jupiter is in the sign of Cancer but in the nakshatra of Saturn. So you are nurturing, you are taking care of people who are right below you, the people whoever works for you, below you, and who you are responsible for. And you are large-hearted when you treat them. You are large-hearted when you give them the salaries. You are large-hearted to give them rewards. You are large-hearted to appreciate them. You are large-hearted to be grateful to them. You don't put them down. You always have kind words for them. You have always a smile on your face when you deal with them. Then your Jupiter will give you exaltation results. So if you truly want Jupiter to give you good results, especially if Jupiter is in the sign of Cancer between the 2nd degree and the 8th degree, then be true to the characteristic of Jupiter, be true to the characteristic of the Cancer sign, be true to the characteristics of Saturn, and you will get excellent results, exaltation results from Jupiter. And same thing for any other planet that we talk about. If it's Mercury, which gets exalted at 15th degree in the sign of Virgo, in the nakshatra of Hasta ruled by Moon, then Mercury's meaning is important, playing or living the characteristics of Mercury, and in the sign of Virgo, so being that the dedicated perfectionist, being the completer, finisher guy kind of a person. In the sign of Virgo, being very, very logical, using a logical approach to life and service, because it is the sixth house. So using the practicality, your logical demeanor, the logical approach to life, making the right choices, making intelligent choices to help others, to serve others, and being creative and being a nurturer, because Moon stands for that. So same thing for all other planets. You need to look at where the planet gets exalted, in which sign, what is the true representative and characteristics of the planet, the sign and the nakshatra lord. Only then can you get exalted results. The other thing is that exaltation can also be robbed of its strength by a bad conjunction, a bad dosha, or the aspects of malefics also, which will also take away the strength of the planet. However, if you are still true to the nature of the planet, the nature of the sign, and the nature of the ruler of the nakshatra, to the large extent you can still manifest exaltation results. You can do away with the energy absorbing doshas or aspects, and you can still get enough strength to get good results, if not excellent results. So whenever you're looking at in your horoscope and you're checking for exaltation of planet, most of us may have one or two planets, or some planet surely in the exaltation sign, even if not at the exact degree of exaltation. So try and manifest the energy of the planet, of the sign and the nakshatra lord, and to a large extent you will find that they will give you good results if you're true to the nature of the planet, the sign and the nakshatra lord, and you are consistent in your approach, how you live your life. Your purpose of life should also be dedicated towards that orientation, and you should have more meaning in your life also, rather than looking only at results for yourself. So a life which is dedicated to helping others in the manifestation of the planet, sign and the nakshatra lord, to a large extent you can get great results from that planetary placement, because it's a boon given to you, it is gold given to you, but you have to extract the gold out of the earth. So if you have an exalted planet in your horoscope, even if it's not at the exact degree of exaltation but close to it, manifest the planet's exaltation strength better and you will get better results. Don't give up because you may feel lost because the planet seems to be an exaltation sign, yet it is not giving you good results. So friends, look into your horoscope, find which planet is exalted, whether it is at the exact degree or not, but live the meaning of the planet. characteristic and the sign and the nakshatra lot, and you are on your way to get much better results from the planetary placement in its exaltation sign. So friends, like this video, share this video, and if you're looking for a personal consultation from me, please reach out to me at the links given below. Till some other time, some other video. This is your friend astrologer and guide Irfan signing off.